Now, let's take a look at some of the front pages for you this morning. On the front of the Daily Telegraph, they have one of their own investigations into the potential that faulty hip replacements have been allowed to be sold to the NHS here in this country. On the front of the Daily Mirror, absolutely heartbroken. The mother of one of the victims, potentially of Christopher Halliwell, the cabbie, they want him to admit that he murdered her. Of course, yesterday we had his daughter doing exactly the same thing, and indeed Becky Godden's father was here on Daybreak asking him, whilst he's behind bars, to at least admit what he's done. On the front of the Financial Times, hacking claims. We were talking about it a moment ago, about the fact that now the Daily Mirror group is being embroiled in potential hacking problems, and we're going to be speaking to the lawyer who's representing 4 of the people who are now potentially taking legal action against them.
Yeah, 25 to 7, that is. The Sun, Savile, BBC faces BBC's abuse of your licence fee. Beeb faces cover-up fury. Their front page. The Daily Mail says Savile victims are going to sue for millions, going to sue possibly the BBC, the NHS and education authorities. And also, front page of the Times, chance to make Savile face justice was missed. And an interesting picture of Mitt Romney there, his grandson taking a call. Wonder who it's from. We're joined now by broadcaster Jennie Bond and Kevin Maguire from the Daily Mirror to cast their eye over the inside of the newspapers this morning. This first story in the Mail may concern you two a bit more than it does us,
Ooh,
I have to be honest.
Rude.
Britain's over 50s. I know, I'm treading on thin ice here. Britain's over 50s lost £60,000 on average in the downturn, Jenny.
That's right. Daily Mail have got these figures. It's from the Institute for Fiscal Studies. I don't think you're over 50, are you?
I am, actually.
Well, I certainly am. But, I mean, I don't think we should feel particularly sorry for ourselves, our age group, because, you know, everyone's feeling the pinch. However, apparently, as you say, an average of £60,000 is what it's cost the over 50s, this credit crunch. And actually, worse, if you're in the top 20%, the richest 20%, and over 50, it's probably wiped 162,000 off your assets.
Because of the pensions were all sort of in schemes that sort of fell by the wayside. And
well, is that your home, yeah, and all your investments? I mean, you've got to really feel sorry for the much older pensioners, I think, the real pensioners who depend on their savings, and, you know, like my mum's getting absolutely nothing back. It's tough, isn't it?
But it's said to be 10% of their assets. There'll be people watching thinking, I haven't got £600,000 worth of pension or house. So I suppose, as Jenny said, some very rich people who have bought houses cheaply, they're now worth a fortune. They lost a lot, but there'll be a lot of other people who lost a lot less.
And now this might affect us more.
OK, right.
Yeah, right.
Life could begin at 40.
Yeah.
Officially.
Let's just now
We've got a while yet, Matt.
Let's settle a score here, right? The boot's on the other foot now. No, it's a survey in the Express saying, give up bad habits at 40 and you live to a golden age. There's a clue for you. And but it really means stop smoking, don't drink as much, eat your greens and go exercise.
See, the interesting thing is, even at 40, you can change your future, can't you?
Never
Whereas you think
too
by
late.
40, but it's harder to lose weight as you get older, isn't
So
it?
you're safe for a while, you know?
Well,
you can use and everything all you want.
So for 10 years when we'll have no money.
That's right, yeah.
Possibly. What else catching your eye this morning?
Well, in the Telegraph, actually, is one of a number of papers got a rather funny story about... You love
it's
this one,
sad.
don't you?
I feel sorry for them.
There's a posh hotel in Buckinghamshire, and a couple wanted to get married there, and the marriage or wedding planner, whatever it's called, didn't quite like the look of this couple. And so she fired off an email to her boss saying, I'm not quite sure they're the people we would want here. But she did that most awful technical mistake. She sent it straight to the bride.
And there's quite a significant age difference between the two of them, funnily enough, if we're talking about age. But, I mean, this must be something... Have you ever sent an email or a text to the wrong person? I have. Sent a text to my boss by mistake about him. Actually, it wasn't too controversial, but... Yeah, actually, if you've done it yourself, then you know, get them into us by the usual means. Make sure you send it to us and not someone else. Anything you've ever done?
I sent one. It was somebody I thought was being bullied, and I meant to send a message to him saying, look, don't worry, he does that with everybody. But of course I sent it to the person who was doing it, you know, who was higher up, and he was hovering near his computer, and I thought, let him go away and I'll get on and delete it. Of course I couldn't, and I just had to say, well, look.
I sent a text to someone in the same office. It was meant to be about them, which is awful, isn't it? I sent it, I had to go beep, beep, across. I was like, no! And, it was awful.
Did you get across?
I just had to fess up. I had to confess in it. I just had to say, look, I'm really sorry. This is what I meant, and it was wrong with me.
It's just so easily done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you.
And do get your texts and emails in to us. Right, it's, what is it, 6:27. Laura has the weather for us this morning. It's coming up to 6:30. You're watching Daybreak with Ranvir Singh and Matt Barbet.
The top story this morning.
Also coming up on the programme.